Hey screen lovers, multitaskers, and those of us who think, why have one monitor when you can have two? Welcome back to Film Sandwich. I'm your host, Kid Ron Burgundy, the ergonomic enthusiast with a love for pixels. Today we're diving into a monitor setup that's got more arms than an octopus in a productivity seminar. This right here is the COFO Zero Gravity Monitor Arm Pro Dual Arm Edition. It's like a spaceship for your screens, smooth, sleek, and defying gravity, all in the right ways. Okay, we got the COFO Zero Gravity arm. This is the dual version, so it's dual monitor arms. We're gonna crack this box open and see what's inside. That was super convenient. All right, there is the box right there. Did you see that little handle thing that helped me lift it out of the box? These monitor arms are from Japan, so you know that they were thinking about that when they put this box together. They're like, hey, what can make this easier for the person to pull the other box out? By having some handles. Look at that. That's amazing. All right, we got some instruction manual, it looks like, and some other documentation. All right, looks like we've got a piece of an arm right there. Here, it looks like another beefier piece of the arm. Another nice beefy arm there. This kind of looks like the base that'll clamp onto the desk part. Another piece of the arm there. All right, looks like we got some screws, washers, and a little bit of Velcro tape there. All right, these look like some mounts for when you're putting them on the monitors. You put these in the back of the monitors and then they'll slide onto the arms. All right, looks like we got some other bolts and doohickeys and Allen key and stuff like that for putting it together. All right, I just can't get over how thoughtful these people at COFO were. You know, usually if you have a box inside of a box, you're trying to wedge your hands down into these things and trying to pull this box out. Usually you gotta tip it upside down and do all that. But look at this. They put these neat little handles that you just lift the box right out. That is amazing. America, you can take some hints from Japan, okay? All right, I got all the parts laid out here on the desk. Let's go ahead and start putting this puppy together. We are on step one right now, and if you look here, we have this little thing that clamps onto your desk there. There is some bolts to loosen here with your Allen wrench that they've provided, but there is also an option here. Let's say that you don't want to clamp it to the end of the desk and there's those little holes in the desk to run cords through and stuff. You can actually pull these guys all the way out, and then they have a couple other bolts here which will bolt into here, and then you could put your monitor arms through those holes instead of clamping it at the end of the desk. But I'm gonna clamp mine at the end of the desk. That's what I'm doing today, so I'm gonna show you how to do that part. So first thing you gotta do is you gotta loosen the little clamps on there so they fit your desk. All right, that should be enough. It's not a very thick desk, and get it right there. I'm gonna put it like towards the center, and then I'm going to tighten these bolts back up. All right, and just like that, you're nice and clamped down on the desk. All right, and now the next step. Let's see, we got these little guys here. It looks like there's 180 on one side. See if I can show you there. I don't know if I can zoom, I can focus on that or not. But anyways, on one side it's 180, on the other side is 360. And you're supposed to put these in here. So if you have whatever side up, it's gonna allow you to turn it that amount of spinniness. I know that's a scientific word. So I want mine to rotate 360 and not just 180. So I'm gonna drop mine down with the 360 up like this. And the next step is we're gonna put these guys on here, the first part of the monitor arm right there. Now that'll come right off, but there is a little little Allen key screw there. So we're gonna put that on there. And then we got this little Allen wrench that came with it. And we're gonna put that in there and tighten that up. So now it won't come off there, and it spins 360 degrees. And now I'm gonna do that to the other side. So far, this is a pretty easy setup. All right, I got both monitor arms on there. They're not coming off. Okay, so we got the monitor arm stage 1, or step 2, I guess is what it really is, step 2. Step 1 was the clamp. Now we're gonna put this guy on. So there's another little screw, Allen screw right here. Make sure that's in there. That screw in, and that's not coming out now, and you can still spin it around. Do that on the other side. So that was actually a pretty easy setup for that. The next thing we got to do is put these brackets on the monitors themselves and then slide it on here, and then we're kind of done. It does look like they give you a variety of screws that you can use to mount those on the back of the monitors. Okay, we got the arms themselves put together here and they're ready to go. Now I have a monitor here. I put a towel down so I can put my monitor face down so I don't put any scratches on it. And then we've got these little mounts right here. These are gonna go right on the back of your monitor. You're gonna screw right in. And they've provided several packs of screws here for you to use. I found 4 that fit my monitor. So we're gonna put those in right now. Now we've got one monitor there put on. So now we're gonna go ahead and put this on the arm itself. Has a little lock right there too. So if you want to not be able to pull it right off, that's what that lock does. Okay, if you see right there, the monitor is just fallen over like that. But I believe there are some adjustments here that you can do to make that not happen. Now you can see I can put that monitor in any of those directions that I want. So it has some tightening adjustments there, a little bolt, if you want to be able to tighten that up a little bit better. Now let's put the other monitor together. All right, I think that's probably the longest part of the process, is screwing on the mounts to the actual monitor. Everything else was like super quick. And we'll lock it. And as you see, the monitor does sag there a little bit, so we're gonna tighten this bolt right here a couple times. That's all you need, is a couple turns there, and that tightens it right up. And now we have both monitors here. Now if you see, that'll just pop right up there. See that? There's another adjustment that I need to make here for that. All right, a little something that you should know, that these monitor arms, they have like some sort of gas lift in there or something that's making it go up automatically like that. You see that? But there is an adjustment here, right here on this guy. You can either turn that knob yourself, or you can put this screwdriver in there and turn it clockwise. That'll help relieve the tension in there. Not there yet. Takes a few turns. I think we're there. Maybe one more little turn there. It's like trying to go up a little bit. All right. There you go. So now it'll still go up there if you like, but it'll also go down or wherever you'd like there too. Another ingenious little thing here is they have these like little gutters in here, so to speak, where you can hide your wires. Let's see here. All right, so you put your wire up in there, and then this little panel can slide back in there, and that'll help hide your wires. There's another one right here. So another great thing from the people at COFO is that they have this nice little cable management system for the wires for them to go down so they're not just laying loosely over there. So I finally have everything all set up here. I mean, look at these arms. They have that really nice minimalist Japanese look to them. They feel great. I have all the adjustments done, so now I can put these in any way that I want to go. I can spin them vertical if I want. I can have them, let's see here, that's as high as it goes, and then that's as low as it goes there. So, you know, I usually have mine set up like this because I usually have a third monitor on my editing desk. But this is great, you know, if you ever want to have a vertical screen like that and another screen like that. Say you want to have one of those standing desks, you need to set it up high, but if you're sitting down low, you can put it like that. It's really easy to just grab these things and move them around to any way that best suits your needs. You ever look at something and just go, dang, that's smooth? Well, that's this. These arms are heavy duty, but dressed in sleek, minimalist Japanese design. Think of it like a samurai in a business suit. Clean lines, almost no visible screws, and built-in cable management that hides wires like a magician hides doves. Let's talk features, and trust me, this arm duo came to party. 5-minute assembly? Yes, even with 2 arms, no desk yoga required. We have dual mechanical spring systems. Each arm has independent torque adjustment for buttery smooth, rock-solid stability. 360-degree movement. Pan, tilt, rotate, you name it. If you want one monitor horizontal and the other portrait mode for doom scrolling, you got it. It has wide compatibility. Each arm supports 2.5 kilograms to 14 kilogram monitors up to 40 inches. Perfect for ultra-wide setups, vertical stacks, or side-by-side heaven. Cable management magic. Built-in covers that route your cables neatly like a well-behaved tech butler. All right, let me tell you what's cool about it. This thing doesn't just hold your screens, it elevates your workflow. Whether you're editing video while referencing a script, live streaming with a chat window on the side, or gaming while pretending to check your email, the dual arm makes it feel like your desk got a promotion. And it looks so good doing it, your cat will start working from home too. The coolest features? Well, that's the dual independent mechanical springs. These arms glide and hold like a dream, no drooping, no drifting. You position it once and it stays. Even if your monitor's been snacking on pixels and weighs like a microwave, COFO's got it locked in. All right, now for content creators, this is a dream setup. One screen for your editing timeline, the other for playback, or one for OBS, one for your script, or maybe just one for memes while you pretend to work. I'm not judging. All right, I ran a full film sandwich edit session on this setup. Timeline left, assets right. Then I live streamed, played some games, did a Zoom call, and made a thumbnail all without touching my monitors once. They stayed exactly where I put them, like loyal little productivity robots. All right, time for some pros and cons. It has a sleek, minimalist design, 2 fully independent adjustable arms, super strong dual spring system, wide monitor compatibility. Makes you feel very important. All right, here are some cons. May cause extreme desk envy among your coworkers. Slightly more expensive, but hey, you're getting 2 arms. That's a BOGO in my book. All right, time for the patented film sandwich verdict. The COFO Zero Gravity Monitor Arm Pro Dual Arm Edition earns a delicious 5 out of 5 sandwiches. That's 2 arms, 5 Sammys, and 1 much happier spine. If you're rocking 2 monitors and still stacking them on basic stands, you're doing it wrong. This dual arm setup from COFO is the best way to clean up your space, level up your workflow, and give your monitors the respect they deserved. It's functional, it's stylish, it's smoother than a jazz solo on a rainy Tuesday. All right, this has been Kid Ron Burgundy reminding you life is too short for neck pain and wobbly monitors. Stay ergonomic, stay awesome, and I'll catch you in the next film sandwich.